Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So today is obviously the release date of Battlefield 2042 Season 1. So before I even get into this video, I'm obviously recording this before it releases, so I haven't played it yet. How is the content? Let me know in the comment section. But obviously, today 2042 Season 1 is releasing, and I just want to kind of go over the content we're actually receiving, my opinion on it. Is it enough? Will it be enough to bring anyone back? And just the overall scope of everything that is happening. So thank you so much for the massive support on the two previous videos. I mean, they just have been absolutely, going crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. And thank you guys so much for almost hitting 25,000 subs. I believe we're 400 subs off at the time I make this video. So if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. 65% of people that watch my channel are not subscribed. So if you regularly enjoy it, help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? So 2042 Season 1. What is actually happening? Obviously, as many people know, Battlefield 2042 Season 1 had a massive delay happen to it, over 6 months actually, and it is finally releasing now. And upon further inspection on the videos I made before about Season 1, I think people were under the impression that we would be receiving a lot more with Battlefield 2042 Season 1, especially considering the maps. With this current Season 1 patch, we are only receiving a single map named Exposure. And like I said, if you played on this map already, let me know what you think of it, because I'm going to let you know what I think of it before I even play it right now. Upon initial inspection, via the trailer and other things that show this map called Exposure, I think this suffers from the same sort of syndrome that the other Battlefield 2042 maps suffer from. I think it's probably going to be a little too large. I think some of the areas look fun, particularly the close quarter areas in the mountains, maybe some of the tunnels and the hills areas. But I think it might suffer from some of the things that the other maps suffer from, which is that area looks pretty fun, but the question is, can I actually get to that area? Because there is going to be 200 or 300 meters of wide open space that I have trouble actually crossing without dying. So that's just my initial inspection of the map. I will have to see how it plays when I play it myself. But as far as the other content we're receiving in Battlefield 2042 Season 1, obviously the Battle Pass is going to start being a thing. It's a 100-tier Battle Pass, similar to the ones that you see in Apex or COD. It offers skins, a bunch of normal Battle Pass things. It's not anything, like, out of this world. I wouldn't really necessarily complain about it either, because I guess it is just more stuff. It's not necessarily impressive, though. And it certainly doesn't live up to some of the previous things we've gotten with other Battlefield games, like particularly Battlefield 1, 3, 4, even Hardline, in my opinion. As I stated before, we're only getting one map, but potentially even more disappointing, we're only getting 2 weapons, one of which is a crossbow, and will likely not be effective as a real primary weapon. It will likely be relegated to sort of like a trolling weapon, like you use it if you want to have a particularly bad time and kill people in funny ways. And the other weapon is an AS-Val. It is not the AS-Val that is present in Portal mode. It is actually a completely different weapon, but it is definitely an AS-Val, and hopefully it's good. But those are the only 2 weapons we get with this update after 7+ months of waiting for this. And before I even get into the other content, I just kind of want to state what I think about this right now. I think Battlefield 2042 Season 1 is the absolute definition of too little, too late. And I don't think this is going to necessarily bring anyone back to the game for a long period of time. I don't necessarily think this is an impressive update, and I didn't even have any expectations, but I am somehow still disappointed. And I think a lot of people feel the exact same way. That being said, I can only hope that the content delivered is actually functional and working, and that people enjoy it. I'm not going to say you can't enjoy this content yourself, obviously, but I do think it does encapsulate too little, too late. And finally, with Battlefield 2042 Season 1, we received a new specialist who apparently has a shoulder-fired TV missile. And I just have to particularly focus on this, because this, in my opinion, is a direct design oversight. If you go back and look in previous Battlefield games, there is a reason why guided missiles, such as the SRAW in Battlefield 4, didn't allow you to actually see, as in be the missile first person, right? There's a reason why TV missiles were only allowed to be accessed by vehicles such as the attack helicopters. It's because they were incredibly powerful, and it essentially makes it easier for you to hit a direct hit and guarantee that damage. Now, with Battlefield 2042 Season 1, they added the specialist called Liss, and she has a shoulder-fired TV missile. How are tanks going to be able to play the game? And I pose this question to you because I want people to think about this critically. How are tanks going to play the game if you have a squad of people or even 2 people playing Liss and decide they want that tank dead or decide they want that helicopter dead? This is just incredibly overpowered in my opinion, because as a player that values mechanics in a game, really dives deep into how things work, wants to achieve the highest level of play, when I look at what is offered to tankers to counter this, there is nothing that a tank player can do other than position and hide. And you might not even be able to hide because who knows how much control you're actually going to have over this missile. Tanks in Battlefield 2042 don't have a system called active protection that was in Battlefield 4. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was that system that the tanker could hit that would essentially tank 1 hit for the tank itself. So it would basically negate 1 rocket of damage. There was also a system called reactive armor that would tank 1 hit, or I think reduce the damage of 1 hit, I forgot. But the point is, you could rotate the bottom of your tank and point that reactive armor in a direction that you're going to take a hit in, and it would essentially help you survive. In Battlefield 2042, tanks do not have any of this. They don't have APS, they don't have reactive armor. Thermal smoke barely works, and the turret is, of course, we all know how bad the turret rotation is in Battlefield 2042. It's just overall, the tanks don't have anything to work with or defend themselves with, aside from positioning and essentially hiding. So when you add a specialist such as Eloina Liss to the game and combine it with something like RAW, how do you expect these vehicle players to counter anything you do when you don't give them counters? It's very confusing to me from a balanced perspective. And I think if you are a vehicle player, you will start to feel the pain of Eloina Liss hitting you with a TV missile from safety. So I just think the specialist like this perpetuates the terrible vehicle versus infantry balance that is present in Battlefield 2042. And I don't think it's good for the game, especially considering the fact that there isn't any limit of this specialist you can run per team. Theoretically, you can fill a team full of 32 Eloina Lisses, and you can essentially just have 32 TV missiles present at any time. And I don't know. I don't think it's good for the game. Let me guys know what you think in the comments section. My opinion, Battlefield 2042 Season 1 content is too little, too late, and I don't anticipate it causing any sort of massive positive trend for Battlefield 2042, let's say. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will be streaming Battlefield 2042 Season 1 and giving my real first impressions as I'm playing it. Link is in the description. I might even be live when you're watching this video. So, go drop that a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.